talking about the International Women's Day. What motivated you, to embark on this project? Number one. Then number two, second reason is, do you think the government is doing enough to empower women in this climb, given the present political, imbroglio that's ongoing at the Senate? You understand? What chances are women getting from the government, and how can it be improved upon, especially during this International Women's Day?
Well, first and foremost, what motivated me is I've always been a gender biased person. My growing up, I actually grew up in the midst of my uncles, their behavior, attitude, and everything. And for me to be able to thrive among them, I see the way they treat women. And while growing up, I had a mindset that any woman I see, I must always support, I must always encourage, and to fight for equality among us. Like we all know, most of all men and women, we grow up together, attend the same school. So why are there more priorities to them than us? There is never a time that we'll be in a class and the teacher will say, I want to teach the women separate or teach the men separate. It doesn't happen, teach the male separate. It doesn't happen like that. That's why is it that when it comes to governance, when it comes to inclusion, that the women are being set aside. That's one of the reasons why I took it upon myself to always fight for the women. And as regards to governance, the government is not doing anything at all. Yes, we know that we cannot be of equal rights with them. We know that. But the truth is this, the 30% we require, we are not getting it. Check the number of women we have in House of Assembly. Check House of Rep, check the Senate. The 30% is not there. When it comes to election, we have, like the party I came out from before I swapped to Labour Party. I was formerly in APC. They told us that yes, it's because we are not paying for form. We decided we want to pay for, and when we did, what did we get? The same thing. We still the men over the women. So, but I think the inclusion, that 30%, let's start happen first. Then let's continue. And with the crisis happening at the Senate, even at the Lagos State House of Assembly, we just see that they only smite the women. If it was a man that was in that position, I'm sure it wouldn't be this easy. They should stop taking us because we're wicked feathers. The government should please encourage the women and not set us aside. Thank you.
All right. So on the last note, ma, what advice would you have to all the millions of women globally that may be watching you right now as regards celebrating today?
Well, I'm going to tell any woman that I know, any lady that I know, be confident, be courageous, and know your worth. Don't let anybody bully you. Wherever you are, let people see the difference. So help you, Lord.
Thank you so much. Your name once again, ma.
My name once again is Bolaji Bayode.
All right. Thank you so much. It's been nice talking to you, ma.
Corporate affairs from policies in recognition of a lifetime of exemplary leadership, integrity, and dedication. Your level of commitment and the relationship built over so many years of service set you above all others. Thank you so very much.
All right, good afternoon. May we meet you? Can you kindly introduce yourself for the record?
Right, good afternoon. My name is Mrs. Muraola Olokwamusho. I'm an auditor with Lagos State Government, and I was a guest speaker at the Women Agenda program, talking on empowering women and accelerating action in celebration of the year 2025.
I'm the vice president of this organization. We are here to celebrate women. It's an international women's day. So women are meant to be celebrated for everything they have done, they are doing in the world. Without women, this world is not complete. In fact, men are not complete.
Yes,
So we are celebrating our women and we wish them a fulfilled life in the name of Jesus. And as they are the protector, they are guidance for the children, I pray that the Lord will give them the grace and the strength to be able to do their responsibility as they are supposed to.
All right.
My name is Bethlehem Heritage Olatu. We are here today. I came here today with my team for last year registration to support International Women's Day. We know a lot of women in Lagos are yet to register for last year. A lot of them do not even know the meaning of last year. So that is why we are here today, to enlighten them, in order for them to know what LASTRA is and the usefulness of LASTRA. LASTRA simply means Lagos State Residents Registration Agency. And this agency is saddled with the responsibility of getting all Lagosians registered for this program, for the state government to know our population, in order for them to be able to plan for us. Another usefulness of LASTRA is that we all know that if you want to benefit anything from Lagos state government, without LASTRA you can't do it. If your children want to go to school in Lagos, you want to benefit from free health facilities and things, you need to have your LASTRA. For women empowerment program and every other thing, those are the, even for the palliative they are distributed in Lagos, you must have LASTRA. So LASTRA is very important for everyone that lives and works in Lagos. Without it, it means you are not living in Lagos, you are not in Lagos, so you are not entitled to benefit anything from Lagos state government.
Okay, so what are the modalities for registering? Is there any fee that is applicable?
There's no fee attached to LASTRA. LASTRA is purely free. You understand? And the requirement for LASTRA registration is just your means of identification and your utility bill. Then locate a center and get registered.
Abeg, shake hand, stand up, one day. Thank you, ma. Shake it, shake it. Nobody must go kill a man. He wanna smile. Go and ask questions. It's not easy to be a woman. You're not an easy person.
Confidence is one of the things we need as women. We must be confident. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Visiting an eye clinic or assessing eye care. How can you help? How can you help? Today, this International Women's Day, we are talking about helping ourselves, prioritizing our own health, eye care. You know, women are caregivers. You always want to talk about your children, your husband, what will they eat. That's very good. But I'm saying that today also, I want you all to prioritize yourselves, your health. Because when push comes to shove and you're in these situations of you can't see well, the quality of your life will reduce, and even the people around yourself, you might not even have anybody to be your backbone or support. That's why you have to.
The first time I went to Interexis, I told her I wanted to open my company account. Should I tell you something? Sincerely yours, I opened it myself. I didn't have to call a lawyer. I didn't have to call anybody. All the procedures, she said it's something that you can do. And she put me through. The payment I was going to pay, maybe then when I opened, lawyers were asking me for like maybe 70,000. But all the money I spent, I don't think I spent up to 10,000. And since then, I've built a relationship with her. And she's here.
If you're happy and you know it, how you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, turn around. Are you quite waiting for you?
Everything will be alright. Oh, this one.
Happy Independence Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day to everyone here. This award is dedicated to all women.
Thank you for coming, and then we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.
To have all our bodies to have their picture after the last person. Now, while the last person is going on, I want to call our financial.
Well, the truth is, it's development. That's just what it is. If I'm speaking as a lawyer now, if I have title to a property or to a land, I can choose to sell it to whoever I wish, and that person is allowed to develop it, so long as it conforms with the requirement or the prescription of the state laws. So you really don't have any control about what they are doing in terms of development. And this speaks directly to financial empowerment, financial inclusion. Because if you are not comfortable living in that axis because of the development going on there, if you had enough funds, you could move, isn't it? You could relocate to a place of your choice. So it takes us back to the nitty-gritty. We need to work hard. We need to work maybe harder than men, to sort of establish firm.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself,
we had a lot of concerns. The other day, yesterday, I was in the hospital. There was one woman died, about 29 years old, high blood pressure. By the time she got to the hospital, she was dead. So I also met a woman there who was like telling her own story. She's a widow. Her husband died last year. The husband people packed everything and threw her out of the house. They had nowhere except a good Samaritan who helped them and gave them, rented an apartment for she and her children. But the children are no longer going to school since last year. What happened? So that is why we are here, Women Agenda, peculiar women of hope, to reach out to our communities for the help for women who are going through one challenge or the other, for the vulnerable women in the community. We are supposed to be our sister's keeper. We're supposed to look out for each other. Like the Pastor said, we women, we are full of gossiping. By the time I think most of the guys don't want the wedding. Have you ever done an O1 business connection? Business ideas. It is necessary. We shouldn't be only O1 wedding, O1 this. We should share business ideas, how to grow better. So it's it has come to that point in our lives that we really need to do what? To help another woman. And that is why we are here. And we believe God will do it for us.
what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
And from that small age, I decided that no, I am more than what anybody would think. I am not going to be limited because I'm in Nigeria, or because I had lost my mom, or because I was going through challenges. It was an inner strength. It was me defining my worth, knowing that I am more than what anybody can see on the surface.